Welcome to a land where the mountains scrape the sky, the glaciers groan beneath their weight, and silence stretches as far as the eye can see. Wrangell-St. Elias National Park and Preserve in Alaska is not just the largest national park in the United States. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site of staggering natural and cultural significance. Clocking in at over 13 million acres, this protected wilderness is larger than the country of Switzerland and holds an extraordinary wealth of glaciers, mountain ranges, volcanoes, wildlife, and human history. Whether you're a backcountry hiker, a geology buff, or a heritage traveler, Wrangell-St. Elias offers one of the richest and most remote travel experiences in North America. Before we get started, as of writing this script, we are at 16 subscribers. I wanted to take this time to say thank you for watching and subscribing to my little channel. Now let's dive in. Wrangell-St. Elias, along with neighboring Glacier Bay in Alaska, Kluane and Tachinchini-Elsek in Canada, together forms the largest internationally protected area on Earth. In 1979, UNESCO designated this region as a World Heritage Site, recognizing its superlative natural beauty, its outstanding geological processes, and intact ecological systems. The park contains 4 major mountain ranges: Wrangell, St. Elias, Chugach, and the eastern part of the Alaska Range. These mountains include 9 of the 16 highest peaks in the U.S., including Mount St. Elias at 18,008 feet. But it's not just their height that makes them impressive. It's also their sheer scale and dynamic forces. This is a landscape shaped by massive tectonic collisions and sustained glaciation. The park is home to the Malaspina and Nubesna glaciers, among the largest non-polar glaciers in the world. Geological wonders and ecological richness. Wrangell-St. Elias is one of the best examples of active glaciation and mountain building on the planet. Its ongoing geological evolution offers researchers a rare opportunity to study how continents grow and change over time. Volcanic peaks like Mount Wrangell still vent steam today, while valleys below teem with rivers born from glacial melt. These ancient ice flows have carved deep valleys and uplifted marine fossils to heights of several thousand feet, living proof of Earth's dramatic history. But the story isn't just about rocks. The region's ecosystems are astonishingly diverse. Visitors can traverse boreal forests, alpine tundra, and glacial zones in a single day. Wildlife includes grizzly bears, moose, mountain goats, Dall sheep, wolves, lynx, and more than 150 species of birds. Caribou herds still migrate through this territory, following ancient routes used for millennia. Cultural history and living communities. Long before the park was created, this land was home to the Tina and Yakutat Tlangit peoples. Their cultural practices, subsistence lifestyles, and deep knowledge of the land continue to shape the park's stewardship today. Historic trade routes, fishing grounds, and hunting sites are still in use. Visitors are encouraged to learn about Indigenous histories through tribal-run tours and interpretive centers. Wrangell-St. Elias also played a major role in the Klondike Gold Rush and the rise of copper mining in the early 20th century. The Kennecott Mines National Historic Landmark, located within the park, preserves the remains of one of the richest copper mines ever discovered. Tours of the ghost town, mill buildings, and the surrounding area offer a fascinating look into the industrial boom that once shaped this wilderness. How to visit and what it costs. Because of its sheer size and remoteness, visiting Wrangell-St. Elias requires planning. There are 2 main road access points: the Nubesna Road in the north and the McCarthy Road in the south. Both roads are unpaved. The McCarthy-Kennecott area is the most popular, with options for guided glacier hikes, historic walking tours, flight seeing, and backpacking. Here's a basic cost breakdown for 2025. Entrance into the park is free. Campgrounds are typically between $10 to $20 per night. Guided glacier hikes will cost you between $80 to $130 per person. A flight seeing tour can range between $250 to $500 per person, depending on length and route. Lodging in McCarthy-Kennecott will run you around $150 to $300 per night during peak season. Renting a car from Anchorage costs $120 per day or more. 4-wheel drive vehicle is recommended. Visiting is easiest between mid-June and early September when the roads are passable and road services are operational. Visiting outside of this window, snow and ice can make travel dangerous. In some areas, roads are closed during the winter months. Recommended experiences: Hike the Root Glacier, easily accessed from Kennecott. This moderate trek puts you face-to-face with deep crevasses, blue ice pools, and surreal silence. Tour Kennecott Mines. A ranger-led tour takes you through the towering Red Mill building and into the heart of early 1900s mining life. Flight seeing over the ice fields, soar above Mount St. Elias Bagley Icefield, and Malaspina Glacier for jaw-dropping views that few on Earth have ever seen. Backpack into the Wrangell Mountains, for experienced hikers only. Multi-day routes like the Skolai Pass area offer unrivaled solitude and scenery. Responsible travel and conservation. Traveling to Wrangell-St. Elias isn't just about seeing nature, it's about respecting it. Visitors are urged to practice leave no trace and use existing trails and campsites to avoid damaging fragile ecosystems. Wildlife should never be approached or fed. If you're hiking in bear country, carry bear spray, store food properly, and make noise to avoid surprise encounters. Engaging with local communities, especially Indigenous-owned businesses, also helps support cultural sustainability. If you're planning your trip now, consider this your cue to book early and travel mindfully. The park may be massive, but the number of services and seasonal guides is limited. Beyond its mountains and glaciers, Wrangell-St. Elias represents the importance of large-scale conservation. It preserves ecological corridors that support species migration, keeps entire watersheds intact, and protects archaeological sites still being studied today. At a time when wilderness areas around the world are shrinking, this park remains a powerful example of what can be saved when multiple nations, cultures, and agencies work together. For travelers, this isn't just a destination. It's a chance to experience one of the planet's last true frontiers, a place where nature still writes the rules, and we are simply guests. Wrangell-St. Elias National Park and Preserve is a world unto itself. It's a place where you can walk on ice older than recorded history, stand in the shadow of peaks that touch the sky, and learn from the cultures that have called it home for thousands of years. Whether you're coming for the science, the solitude, or the story, you'll leave with a new understanding of what wild really means. So go ahead. Plan your trip, pack your bags, and step into a landscape so vast it reshapes your sense of time and scale. Ready to explore the world's largest national park? Start planning your journey to Wrangell-St. Elias today. Until next time, stay curious.